Well, hello. Good morning. I'm exhausted and I don't even feel like doing a video. I don't even feel like doing anything. The title, though, is "'Twas the Day Before Christmas" and wow. I was expecting to have an uplifting Christmas message to share. However, I did not expect resistance in filing for bankruptcy. That would buy me more time until the common law courts are activated. Apparently, no attorney will help me file, since the title is clouded. The bank claims to own my home. Thus, they have removed from me the strongest remedy I could fathom. Now I am dependent on the mercies of a God who seems to adopt a policy of non-involvement. Do such mercies even exist in practical reality? I used to think so. Today I'm not so sure. I say here's the PayPal link, but quite honestly, if I get evicted from my house, if they come to try to take me out of here, I hope I have a heart attack. I mean, I honestly hope the stress kills me. And I've prayed to that end because I just can't fathom letting go of my home that was given to me by Dr. Mary, uh, was a church until my family moved in with me because of their situation. So up until about 25 months ago, we had regular meetings here every week, and sometimes weekends we had seminars and workshops and things like that. And it, it may all be disappearing because the courts are crooked. They don't. I talked to three lawyers yesterday and approached uh, another a place where thought I could get legal aid, but they're not going to be taking any new cases till next year. So uh, that's out. Was no lawyer even there, and they operate by appointment only. And I, of course, did not have an appointment. So honestly, I'm frustrated. I'm going to, not today, but I'm going to actually provide on Facebook, and I don't know how I can do it on YouTube unless I just do it in the video or something, but the names of the attorneys that are involved in this thing and the names of some of the people. Of course, my affidavit names them, but again, that the one lawyer that I talked to says an affidavit doesn't mean anything. You've got to have something with a judge's signature on it in order for it to be valid. I mean, honest, that's the response that I was getting. Without a judge's signature, it's not even valid. You can't make a document that has validity. An affidavit doesn't have any validity in courts. See, he's thinking the way he's been trained. That the people that are in charge are the judges. One of the things that I hope to do between now and the end of the year is actually contact my sheriff. He is supposedly uh, speaking out on about people's rights. I have a particular individual that keeps reminding me of that, and I did watch the video, although I don't know how strong he is there. But I do know the National Liberty Alliance has sent paperwork to all sheriffs across the nation. Every single one of them has received witness, and there's a huge number that are enrolled in the civics course and aligned with the National Liberty Alliance. So there's changes coming, but I can't, if they come to try to take me out of my home, as I said, that was a church, as I said, that never had a mortgage on it, and now PNC Bank claims to own it, and they promised me that if I allowed them to sell the other property, if I gave them limited power of attorney to sell the other property, they promised me through their attorney that this home would not be touched. That was the bargaining chip. And my lawyer said I checked with her, and she doesn't remember any agreement that you made. Like, I'm going to give them power of attorney to sell the house that I was named as the owner, which they couldn't do without my permission. I had to give them power of attorney. When I granted that, and it was done orally, it wasn't done in writing, although I had an affidavit that I created right after to verify what it was. For a time, I couldn't find that affidavit, but I have finally come across how it was actually worded and everything else. And it was plain that, that they were to allow me to have my house without encumbrance, without any claim against it. And they totally lied. Lawyers lie. The nature of the whole de facto system is built on lies and deception and greed and malice. There's nothing lawful about it. And without the reestablishment of common law in the United States, the whole world is going to suffer. Because as the United States is, that's how the rest of the world's going to be. Because the United States, again, we are the military for against the whole world. The de facto government uses the military as the police force of the world. And yes, there are pockets and small areas and uninhabited areas that there's some freedom still, but certainly not where they congregate the people in the cities and in the counties, the places that are more densely populated. Folks, if I sound frustrated, you're right. I'm tired. I'm really tired of fighting, of having to go through again the documentation that I've gone through so many times just in the past week or two. Since my family moved out of here, I've been going through it, looking for things. And I don't know, the final lawyer that I made contact with today, it was actually his secretary, was supposed to get back to me by the end of the day. He hasn't done so. She made copies of my affidavit, and I talked to her a bit and explained some of the situation to her, but I have no idea what they're going to do. And I'm at wit's end. I'm at the end of my rope. I'm tired, folks. I'm tired. I'm tired of having to fight. And, the sad and strange thing is, very few of my local friends, I think many of them they don't even watch my videos. They don't give me the support, even though I was one of the leaders in the spiritual community for a long time. And there were times I had standing room only in some of the meetings. That's the truth. Standing room only. Not just in my house where it was smaller, but even in the place that we met before we started moving in the house. And there was more of a capacity to seat people there. And there were a few meetings that literally there weren't enough chairs to go around, and there were people standing around the edge of the room. And look where it is now. I can't even get people to support me. If I could get some people to come here when they try to move against the house, and if I can get the sheriff on my side, we can turn things around even without the bankruptcy. But it appears, as far as the ace that I had in the hole, it appears that they've somehow blocked that from even being able to happen. And if any of you know of an attorney that is willing to take the case and to become my bankruptcy attorney, please let me know, because I'm looking for solutions. I'm desperate. I don't really want to die, but I don't want to live homeless either. I know a lot of people have, and I feel bad for that. But again, this was a church. This was given to me by Dr. Mary, who considered me the son that she never had. She never had any children. And I was the son she never had. And she was like my other mom, my spiritual mom. I used to call her my non-judgmental mom. Anyway, thank you folks for listening. And those of you that pray for me. Those of you that can help, please help me. Especially those of you that are local. Thank you again. Namaste.